I can't tell you how many students ask me, what am I supposed to do with my hands when I'm singing? Okay. It seems to be this big thing. People are just not comfortable not knowing what to do with their hands. Okay. Now, I'm Italian. You notice in many of these videos, if you've been watching these videos, I use my hands a lot when I'm talking. Okay. But I want to tell you that when you are singing, the less that you do with your hands, the better. So I had an acting coach that answered that question to a singer who was asking them about, what am I supposed to do with my hands? And the acting coach said to them, well, your hands are at the end of your arms. Your arms hang from your shoulders. Let them be. Okay. So the thing is that the answer to that question is you don't need to do anything with your hands. Okay. Just allow your hands to drop to the side of your body. Okay. Your hands are not the expressive part of your body when you're singing. It is this. It is your face that is giving all of the expression that we need. And that means that if you sing an entire song without moving one hand, making one gesture, but are completely engaged with your voice, that could be the most compelling performance that you could ever do. All right. Now, listen, I love a good gesture. Okay. I am all about having a good gesture at the ready. All right. And if you ever see me performing in any of the other videos that I have of me performing on this YouTube channel, then you will see that I gesture. Okay. But when you are gesturing, you have to make sure that the gesture is always coming from the truth of the moment. Okay. Now, there are lots of times at the ends of songs. What do you see singers do? You see them do this. Okay. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. That's fine. If you have built up the emotion, engagement, dramatic moment to elicit this kind of expression of just letting go. Okay? Because that's essentially what that means. You're letting go. However, if you are doing this for a vocal reason, because in order to reach the high note at the end of the song, the only way you can do it is that, then that is not going to be as effective dramatically. And what it's going to do is it's going to take the focus away from the communication of the song and put the focus on your singing. Okay. And ultimately, when we're singing, when we're performing, our job is to communicate. It's not just to show off our voice. Okay. Granted, sometimes you want to show off your voice, but essentially it is about communicating whatever storytelling we're doing through the song. Okay. So you want to make sure that if you do any kind of movement or any kind of gesture, that gesture is happening naturally. Okay. That if you are feeling reflective or sad or something, and in that moment of having that feeling, all of a sudden you just feel like you have to hold your neck because you're getting a lump in your throat, and you're acknowledging that. Well, then maybe that's a true gesture for you. Okay. But if it's not truthful, don't do it, because if it's not truthful, your audience is going to see right through it. Okay. So what I would say is start by doing absolutely nothing with your hands. And as a matter of fact, if you are sort of an eternal gesturer, I don't know if that's a word, but an eternal gesturer, what I would challenge you to do is actually like tie your hands behind your back or have somebody hold your hands at your sides and just focus on communicating everything that you want to communicate through your face and through your voice. And then once you have proved to yourself that you can do that and be effective, then free yourself up and allow yourself to be in the dramatic moment in such a way that should you decide that you need to gesture in some way, or you need to hold your heart, or you need to cross your arms, do that because that is what you had to do in that particular moment for that dramatic feeling.